Hello, welcome to RT Magazine, a show about Middletown High School, its students, and the community. News about you and for you. I'm Kaylin Zanlow. In this week's show, Gabby Pieklo tells us about our unexpected prom this year. Emma Kufta informs us about Erin Kady and her role in the Distinguished Young Woman competition. And Nate Powell introduces another one of our Middletown High School seniors. This week's show is brought to you by
The Main Cup, local flavor that perks.
After all that's happened this year, many students thought they wouldn't be able to attend any dances this year due to COVID-19. Even though it's a little different than the past, Gabby Pieklo explains the way that some Middletown parents made it possible for the senior prom to still happen.
Frederick County Public Schools announced they will not be sponsoring proms this year because of COVID-19 precautions. As a result, members of the Middletown community are working to hold an alternative prom at the Frederick Fairgrounds, which will be open to all MHS seniors. Paulette Anders, co-chair of the parent committee, talked to me about the event.
The prom will be at the Frederick Fairgrounds on May 14th from 8 to 11. And it's in Building 9, which is the big building that typically at the fairgrounds holds the, during the Frederick Fair, the crafts. The tickets will be $30 a person, but I have reached out to the school counselors and the principal, and I want to encourage any student who feels that the $30 would be a barrier for them to attend to reach out to their school counselor or the principal and let them know, and we will take care of their ticket for them.
There will be in-person ticket sales on April 27th and April 29th from 12:30 to 1:30. They will be sold at the pavilion closest to the marble court in Middletown Park. Anders explains how this event will be like no other.
Not having a school-sponsored prom allows us to do so much more. So the DJ doesn't have to be restricted, so students can request songs and play any songs they want to play. The whole building is going to be transformed, and it will be fantasy-like. You will not even know that you're at the Frederick Fairgrounds upon arrival. One side of the building will be all the dancing. The other side of the building will, we're going to have the cornhole out. We're going to have the big outside huge Connect 4 and the huge outdoor Jenga, so that students who may not be dancers can still hang and enjoy some of the stuff that we have. We'll be giving door prizes out throughout the evening.
Because FCPS canceled proms because of COVID-19 precautions, that brought about the question of how this prom will be safe for the students.
Yeah, so that's the biggest issue is working around COVID. How are we feeling about putting this on? And I'm really comfortable with everything that we have in place. So the encouragement of mask wearing, the individual food servings, the hand sanitizer, the liability waiver, all of that, and the size of the venue, which is why we chose that venue. I think we will be able to put on a safe and fun event for the senior class.
MHS students and staff share their thoughts about this community senior prom.
Well, I think it's great. I'm just very happy that the seniors get to have something.
You know, that is a lot of the function of a lot of things you do as your senior year, the community, when the school can't do those things.
I think their efforts are good. I just hope that it's safe.
And this for us is just, it was really awesome. And it was really great to hear like, hey guys, like, we know that you were disappointed last year, but we're not going to let it ruin your senior year kind of thing. So it was really exciting when I heard they were going to put that on.
So I feel like it's kind of a safety hazard because not everybody's been vaccinated yet. And I'm not sure if everybody's going to want to wear masks or if they're going to mandate that. And it's 2 weeks before graduation, and I wouldn't want anyone to be jeopardized or get sick or have anything to happen right before graduation.
Although disappointing, MHS students and staff expected FCPS to cancel school proms.
Initially, I was upset for the students because this senior class actually missed out last year also. So it was kind of, Miss Gibson and I felt like it was pulling at our heartstrings because we were planning this, and then FCPS made the ruling that there weren't going to be any proms this year.
So it wasn't unexpected, but it was disappointing.
I was a little bit sad because we didn't get to have one last year either.
Not having a prom last year and then again not having a prom this year was kind of like a kick in the face, you know, like.
Anders is excited and feels a deep connection with this senior class.
One thing that inspired me is obviously the class of 2021, more than any other high school class, has missed out on so much. I just want to let the seniors know there'll be a little bit of everything for everybody there. And we promise them this will be a prom that they will always remember.
Erin Kady recently won the title of Distinguished Young Woman of Northern Frederick County. RT reporter Emma Kufta interviewed Kady to find out more about the award and her plan to continue competing at a higher level.
MHS junior Erin Kady was awarded the honor of being Northern Frederick County's Distinguished Young Woman. As she advances to states, I sit down with her to discuss what the experience was like. Kady shares the responsibilities that come along with being a distinguished young woman.
I just want us to show up to events in the community and really advocate for the program and show what it's all about, which is leadership, volunteering, being studious, all of that.
Kady tells us what the Distinguished Young Woman program is all about.
So the Distinguished Young Woman program was made so that girls would be more encouraged to go to college by giving them scholarships. So when I won, I was awarded a $1,200 scholarship to the college of my choice, and also there are some colleges such as Hood College that work with Distinguished Young Women, and you can get scholarships there just for participating. Distinguished Young Woman follows the Be Your Best Self program, which involves being studious, being responsible, being healthy, being ambitious, and being involved. And basically, when you win Distinguished Young Woman, you're just supposed to represent all those qualities really well.
Kady shares with us how she prepared for the competition.
Well, beforehand, since it was all virtual, first we had to learn the fitness routine, which we do as a big group, and then you had to record it on your own, and then I also had to record my talent, which was dance. And then also I practiced for the interview and the self-expression categories beforehand.
Kady walks us through the competition and tells us what the girls were judged on.
So we were judged in academics, which was just kind of based off of our grades, how hard classes we're taking, and our SAT scores. Fitness, talent, interview, and self-expression, which is public speaking. I won the fitness category and the interview category.
As Kady looks back on her Distinguished Young Woman experience, she tells us some of her favorite parts.
I like that I got to meet a bunch of new girls all over Frederick County, and I got to build some new friendships with that.
Finally, she tells us when she will compete at states.
States will be held at the end of July and the beginning of August.
How well do you know our seniors? To finish our show, Nate Powell asks senior Kelly Shockley 10 interesting questions about herself in our new RT Plus segment called 10 for 1.
In this segment of 10 for 1, I'm joined by Kelly Shockley.
Hello.
If you aren't familiar with this type of segment, 10 for 1 is 10 questions for one senior. So first question, cake or pie?
Cake.
Netflix or YouTube?
Probably Netflix.
Okay, this is a really serious question. It's probably the most important on this one. Edge, corner, or middle piece of a brownie?
I would say the middle piece because I like my brownies like softer. I know some people like the harder parts of a brownie, but I like a soft brownie.
As long as you don't say the edge, I'm fine. What's a song you're embarrassed of liking?
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't even think I have one because all of my songs are like that I like are popular. So,
Which teacher at MHS do you like the best?
Probably my favorite teacher was Mr. Kolsch. I had him twice. I really liked him. I had him for AP Psych and Sociology.
What piece of clothing could you wear every day?
Sweatpants.
Okay, if you could change one thing you did in high school, what would it be?
Probably like in my beginning years of high school, I would go to more events because as an upperclassman, obviously COVID happened. So I kind of didn't take like all the opportunities to go to things that I should have.
What is something you wish more people knew about you?
Well, once people like think I'm shy, but once I get to know you, I'm really outgoing. It's just like I have to get used to you before I like show myself a little bit.
Who has had the biggest impact on your life?
I'd probably say my mom. She's just really good at like, if I'm like down or something, she's really good at like lifting me back up or helping me with anything. She's just like really inspirational to me.
If you could set one goal today, what would it be?
I would probably say all 4 years of college, and then also I want to get my master's degree.
Are you doing it in psych?
No, I'm doing it in business. But yeah.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
That's it for this episode of Artsy Magazine, part of the Roundtable Multimedia Experience. Thanks for watching. You can find all our episodes on mhsroundtable.com, or you can download our app, Student News Source, for access to our articles, videos, and podcasts. Have a great week.